Hey guys, Zephyr here. Today I'm here to talk to you about the new Spring Scroll of Fortune that just dropped today. The winter Scroll of Fortune ended at like midnight last night. And if you're anything like me, you love getting the sort of scroll poster things you can get at the end of each of the Scroll of Fortunes. I'll put up a couple screenshots of my Storm Wizard's house where I have them all so far. So I just figured I would talk about, see what the new stuff was, because I'm excited to see if there's anything good, and yeah, see what it has to offer. So I'm gonna be honest, I have never actually bought the full Scroll of Fortune. I think 7,500 crowns is kind of a lot to ask, and obviously you can get, you know, a bunch of free stuff without paying for the whole thing, but I'll go through all the different sort of little reward sections and just see if this one is worth maybe paying a bit more for, rather than doing the free version. But let's hop in and see what it's got. Starting with tier 1, so you get 3 spell elements, and it looks like, I think if I remember correctly from previous Scroll of Fortunes, it would be nice if you got 3 of each of these popping up, but I think you only get like 1 random one, so you might get Imp, or you might get the Balance Beetle or whatever, but you get 3, which isn't terrible, but it's not exactly going to upgrade your spells anytime soon. 2,000 gold, so pretty much what you'd expect. 25 Lunari for the Beast Moon event. Gold boost elixir. Does anyone actually like use these? I feel like I've never had an issue with getting enough gold. I feel like my issue is usually having way too much gold. I wish they would up the amount of gold that you can carry at once, because oh my god, I'm always having to find ways to get rid of my gold because I always have too much. So yeah, comment below, have any of you ever actually used gold boost elixir? I'd like to know. Beast Moon seeds, or just 1 seed. 3 reagents for mega reagents. Okay, I feel like I never find those super useful, but maybe that's just me. 2 Doomsday Croc timelines. Oh yeah, that's for crafting that croc themed like dungeon, I think. Yeah, has anyone, I feel like they give you a couple of these each time. I wonder if like eventually you'd get enough just from the free Scroll of Fortunes that you could eventually craft the dungeon, but I don't think you would be able to do that anytime soon. Mount, okay, 70, oh! I actually really like that. I like the glowing like rainbow like things, like symbols on the side. That's cool. But yeah, of course only 7 days, so it's not permanent. Oh, but it's 50%. Okay. So I wonder if that will come up in like a future pack or something. You can get the rocket for 50% speed boost. Okay. Okay, now our first non-free item you have to pay for the whole Scroll of Fortune to get. So mega snack packs. I feel like they always throw mega snack packs into everything now. Like I see them in bundles. I feel like they're just throwing them away, but like if you garden, like you would never, like I think this is the biggest ripoff. Like you would never need to buy these because you would just garden and get mega snacks all the time. So I think they're just trying to like find ways to get rid of these at this point. Beast Moon reagents, okay, pretty standard. 3,000 gold. Yeah, no one, I feel like no one really cares about the gold in these things. Elemental Moonstone. Ends, okay. There's 3 uncommon Beast Moon reagents, so any of these. Spring Glove. Oh, I think I've gotten one of these from maybe the previous Spring Scroll of Fortune. I do actually like this as a housing item. It has like the cascading like flower petals. It has a really nice effect. You could also like hide it with castle magic and then just have the rose petals, or not the rose petals, the cherry tree blossoms falling down, which is a really nice effect. Okay, Beast Moon unlocks Storm Elf. So like if you do a ton of Beast Moon, you might want these, but again, I don't think it's worth paying for the whole scroll to like just to get one of these, when you can get them I think usually through the Beast Moon events themselves. 50 Lunari for the Beast Moon event. Again, like experience boost elixir, which I guess if you're not doing any side quests and maybe you're getting a little under leveled, might be useful. But again, I never use these, but I'm also one of those completionist nerds who totally just spends, at least on my Storm Wizard, I've done every single side quest and I'm so over leveled, but I don't know, my completionist self compels me to do all the side quests, but I may not do that for my other wizards. Okay, 3 life turning idols. It's the same, yeah, same idea with the Beast Moon hunt. Decathlon Ice Rune Pack. Again, I don't know how useful these things are. I feel like whenever I get these in the Scroll of Fortune, I'm always like, oh, great, like, it's not really bringing that much to the table. I don't know how many, I guess, I've never really gotten into the Decathlon, to be honest. I don't know, it's not really my thing. So maybe it's useful for people who do regularly do the decathlons. Let me know if you find these useful, but I think probably not. Astrologer's Book. Oh, okay. So I think this is, okay, yeah, it has the rocket on it. This must be the new pack that's maybe coming out soon. That's not in the Crown Shop, is it yet? I just want to check. Am I crazy and I totally missed this coming out? No, I don't see it. Okay, so that must be a new pack that's coming out soon, and they're sort of throwing it in here to get people's interest. Floral raiment boot. Oh, we get the, oh, that's one of the free, okay, that's kind of neat that you get the boots. I mean, this has like flower petals on it. That's neat. I kind of like that. And it's nice that they throw that in for free, because I think previous Scroll of Fortunes, I know some of the first ones you could get like some hats and like stuff like that for free, but then in some of the more recent Scroll of Fortunes, they've all been locked behind the paywall, so you can't get them. Like I know for the Winter Scroll of Fortune, there was like a really cool like snowflake wand for ice that I really wanted, but it was locked behind the paywall. Here, I'll probably throw that up on the screen so you guys can see it. So I'm glad that they're at least putting the boots for free. So, you know, that might be useful for a Stitch maybe. Okay, Lifesaver Jade Sweat. Oh, Outgoing, Healing, and Maycast Pigsy. That is pretty good. Because I think normally, like this type of thing, you'd have to get one of those Kroger jewels, which I believe are like $30 a piece. I've never gotten one, so I may be wrong about that, but I think they're kind of expensive. So that's really interesting. That might be worth it to some people. Rather than paying $30 for the Kroger jewel, you do a little bit of events for the Spring Scroll of Fortune and get it that way. So that's the first thing I've seen that actually is worth a little bit more and might be worth your time. It just depends on, you know, obviously if you have a Life Wizard or something, it's gonna be more worth it to you. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Okay, blueprint. Oh, this is for the new, I think, housing items that you can craft. If you go talk to one of those cat ladies in the housing shop area in the Commons, or the Castle Tours, that's what it's called. And you can make sort of new housing items to customize your house. I think it's like different, like chests and like banks and stuff like that. Okay, 200 Lunaris. It's like, yeah, steadily going up with the Beast Moon Hunt rewards. This is another thing kind of like that Krakatopia dungeon, or Krakatopia themed dungeon, but it's like the Sinbad gauntlet. So again, I don't know if just by doing Scroll of Fortune you'd ever get enough clay to actually craft it, but hey, if you're a couple short and you need a little bit more and you don't want to open more packs, this might be a good way to get some. Just click on that. 10,000 gold, okay, not very exciting. 3 more spellaments. Again, like, not super exciting. Participation trophies. Okay, I mean, you can get these really easily just by joining tournaments, I believe, but I know you need them for some higher level crafting stuff, so if you were buying the scroll for a different reason than this, and you just happen to get some, it's useful, but otherwise I think people just do, like, tournaments and stuff to get those. Wish come true. Okay, it's kind of cute, but I'm not, like, crazy about it. Like, I would not buy the pack just for that. I think it's technically an emote or like a dance or whatever. But, you know. 3 Beast Moon Seeds. Gardening benefit 3 hours. Okay, so again, if you kind of have a wizard you don't use as much, but you use them for gardening, you can make this last quite a while. So you've got king parsley or couch potatoes or whatever, and you want to get extra, you know, mega snacks or amber or whatever. This might be useful if you can kind of like just pop in, do your gardening, pop out, so you don't use up the 3 hours too quickly. So you want to use this on a wizard that you are not going to be like questing on, where the timer is continuously ticking down. Oh, 30 spell elements. Okay, so that might actually get you close to like an upgrade or something. But again, it's locked behind the paywall, so you're gonna have to pay for it. So I would not pay for the full Scroll of Fortune just for this type of thing. But again, if you are paying for it anyway for a different reason and happen to get these, like, it might help you. Like get you up to a new tier of the spell or whatever, so that's handy, but again, I would not say not worth the whole Spring Scroll of Fortune. Upgrade Storm Elf form, same stuff. I think you can get a lot of this stuff from the events anyway, so not that great. Another Decathlon pack. Again, I don't think these are that crazy useful, but for those of you that do Decathlon, let me know if you actually, maybe they are useful, I don't know. Double pet XP, so like again, that's actually nice. It's always great if you don't have membership or you don't want to wait until we get one of the weeks where one of the membership benefits is double pet EXP. Having this can definitely speed up a pet especially if you're trying to get like a new pet really fast. Like you've hit max and now you want to have all your stats maxed out and have the best pet. This can definitely speed it up a lot, which is really handy. Energy Elixir, these are always useful. Maybe you're gardening, you run out of energy, you're doing, you know, pet training and you run out of experience. Like these are just always useful for pretty much everything. More of the Sinbad Gauntlet reagents, so you need to craft that. So again, it's like if you're close to it, these might put you over the top so you can craft it, but I don't think on their own they're gonna be enough to craft it for you. 20,000 gold. I feel like 20,000 gold, like, I don't know, like, I know that's towards the, you know, that's not a tiny amount or anything like that, but I kind of wish they would increase the amount of gold they give you in these things, because a lot of these, like 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 gold, that's all so easy to get so fast, especially if you have a higher level wizard or you just like farm Hellfang or whatever. Like it's so easy to get, so I kind of like this would be like a lot more interesting if it was like 100,000 gold or 200,000 gold, and if they would just remove or raise the gold cap that you have. It's like I wish they would do higher amounts or raise the gold cap. I just think it would be a lot more sort of useful in that case, but you know, hey, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Shining scales, so these can be useful in crafting and stuff, but again, locked behind the paywall. Okay, so this is it's locked behind the paywall, but it's sort of the hat companion, I think, to those boots we saw earlier. It's kind of cute. I can see that being a good stitch, but again, you're gonna have to pay for it, but at least you can get the boots if you have an outfit that'll go with just the boots. Another Decathlon Death Ring pack, not very exciting. Eldritch Thread, that's for the Beast Moon event. Augmentation runes, that's I think for the Decathlon. Amber, but only 3 amber. Okay, so is it worth buying the full Scroll of Fortune just for some amber? No, because you can farm for it or you can garden for it. But you know, it's a nice bonus if you're gonna buy the pack buy the scroll for a different reason. Triple Animus Elixir. So I know there's like a niche part of the community that does do a lot of Animus, and I've seen them in housing and stuff where people have like the Animus, like, you know, like the dragons and other, you know, bosses and stuff like that, and I genuinely think that's super cool, but it's just not something I would ever really get into. I think it's kind of niche even in this already niche community. So but if you're a big Animus person, this is probably pretty useful. Okay, 500 Lunari. Not crazy exciting. Okay, here's the robe part of that floral stuff we've already seen so far. I do actually really like the robe. I don't know if I'd wear the hat part of it, but I do like the robe, and I like the boots. So for those people who really like stitching, I don't know if it's worth it to you, but it is pretty. So I do like it. It's very spring themed, which is appropriate. 30 more spell elements. Same story. The petal farthing. I think, is that an error? That's not what it's called, right? It's a petal farthing mount. I wonder if that's like not supposed to be. That's kind of weird. 3x3 OD. I don't know. 40% speed for 30 days. It's kind of cute. I think, is that a reskin of? I swear there's a mount in the crown shop I've seen. I think it might just be a reskin of a different mount. Let me go through here really quick. Yeah, the penny Friday. So it's just a reskin, so that's not very exciting. I feel like I see them doing that a lot, where they literally just take an already existing mount and reskin it instead of making a new mount. Like I know for the Moonblade Pantera, they came out with like the Celestial Pantera, which is literally, like, this does look cool, right? But it's literally just a reskin of the same exact mount. I kind of wish they would do less of this, because it just feels like, I don't want to call it lazy, but it's like a little bit uncreative, let's put it that way. So, you know, but it's still cute, but just kind of a reskin. Additional castle elixir. Okay, I mean, I guess if you're running out of, I think you can get like 3 houses plus your dorm room is the default for the amount of castles you can have at once. But if you want to add another one and you run out of room, this could be useful, but definitely not worth paying for the full pack. Rock idols. Okay, same thing for Beast Moon Hunt stuff. Double pet EXP 3 hours. Okay, so I think earlier there was the 1 hour one. So again, could be useful if you're hatching a lot of pets and you're trying to really quickly get like a mega or ultra pet really quickly. This can definitely be useful, but I think it's, again, you want it on a wizard that is not going to be out questing and taking down that timer. So you want to be on a wizard you're not using as much, but maybe you have a wizard that you're just using for pet training or whatever, so you can come in, quickly train your pets, and then get out before the timer goes down too much. So then it's pretty useful. Read Stormo form. Magic Beanstalk. What does this do? I wonder if this is like one of those housing items that gives you stuff each day, maybe, or maybe it's like an interactable housing item. I'm not totally sure. It doesn't say any. It doesn't say what it is. It looks kind of cool, but I wish it would tell you like what it does. And it's locked behind the paywall. 1 random elixir. Okay, well this is saying hyper elixir, but I think it's just random. So you could get Animus. Yeah, you could get pet EXP. You could get gardening, whatever. So, but I kind of don't like that it's random. I feel like I always get the sort of the crappiest possible option when it's random, but maybe other people's luck is better. Mega Snack Pack. Again, I think they just throw these in to get rid of them because no one buys them normally. I kind of wish, I kind of feel like these can just go away. I don't think anyone buys them. I don't think there's a market for them. I think they're just a way to like lure in new players who don't know any better, who don't have gardening. Like, that's who would buy this, but anyone who has any experience and who's high level wizards is not gonna buy this. So it just feels like they just throw it in to get rid of it, which is kind of annoying. Okay, and then why is the winter scroll, this must be an error. This is the winter scroll of fortune painting in the spring scroll of fortune. That definitely has to be an error. So I think there's gonna be another one for spring. Maybe they just need to, they didn't do this correctly. This is a mistake. So hopefully they will fix that soon, because I don't want another winter one. I just got the winter one. Alternate 13 timelines again. So more reagents if you want to craft the croc gauntlet. I don't know if you'll have enough though. Three 1 hour double gardening. Okay. So again, that's pretty useful. You get 3 this time, but it's again locked behind the paywall. And finally, cherry blossom. Oh, you watch it again. Okay, so like it's pretty. I would not pay for the full scroll of fortune for that, but it's cute. It's spring themed for like a life wizard or maybe like a balance wizard or something. That could be cute. See, overall, the only things I'm seeing that are, to me, and other people may have totally different opinions, so let me know what you guys think, but to me, the only stuff I'm seeing that's worth paying for the full scroll are this Lifesaver Jade, because I think, let's see, the Spring Scroll of Fortune for members, 7,500, which I think is about $30 if you buy crowns without a sale, which we've not had a sale in quite a while, so you're probably gonna have to buy them without a sale. Or 15,000 if you're a non-member. So if you're a member, this is gonna be about $30. So if you were going to try to wait and get a Kroger jewel anyway, that's also gonna cost $30 to get this Pigsy thing, you might as well buy it from this Scroll of Fortune and then get a bunch of other bonus stuff that you wouldn't get if you just bought the Kroger Jewel. So if you fall into that scenario, I think it's worth it. But otherwise, it's kind of going to be a case-to-case basis, so maybe it's worth it to you. $30 is still a lot, and $15,000, like, I would say that's not worth it for non-members. So the only stuff I thought was cool was like the floral raiment. Where's the other one? Like, those are cute. Those would be fun for stitching. Kind of wish there wasn't like a wand or something I missed, right? I don't think so. Kind of cool if they included a wand too, to go with your, like, a flower themed wand or something. I don't know. Anyways, so that's the Spring Scroll of Fortune. I hope they fix this soon because that's kind of wonky. I do not want another winter one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And happy questing out there in the spiral. All right, see you later, guys. Bye.